Welcome to Satan is My Superhero. In this episode, we peek into the white-hot Christian outrage around Taylor Swift and hope we don't go blind. But first of all, who is Taylor Swift?
Is that a serious question?
Yeah.
It's biography time!
Taylor Swift is. Actually, I don't think I can do this. I feel stupid explaining who Taylor Swift is.
Okay, fair enough, I'll do it. Taylor Swift is best known as Travis Kelce's hot piece of ass.
Okay, that's enough. I know you're just trying to piss me off, and guess what, Dick Biscuit? It worked.
Time for a brief background.
Taylor Swift is simply the biggest pop star on the planet. The biggest we've seen in a long time. As a woman of wealth, power, and influence, she terrifies misogynists and makes their tiny little claims to manhood shrivel up.
So when did Satan enter the Taylor Swift story?
Well, I didn't, so this is
Awkward.
In 2013, a much less famous Tay-Tay was performing a little show at Heinz Field, Pittsburgh to 57,000 close friends and supporters. 28-year-old Joseph Jackson turned up carrying two signs. One read,
I love you.
and the other one said,
Taylor Swift is with Satan.
Police were actually waiting for Jackson to take his seat at the stadium that day because the genius had previously threatened Taylor on social media.
Dear Taylor, I think your eyes are real pretty. I'm going to eat them last.
Jackson told the arresting officers,
Taylor Swift is Satan and 6,000 is 6 days and death comes on the 6th day, so Taylor Swift is in danger.
I wonder which congressional district Jackson represents for the Republicans these days.
In 2016, it was noticed by some very canny observers that Taylor shares a resemblance to Church of Satan founder Anton LaVey's daughter Zeena.
They're both white blonde ladies.
A conspiracy theory claimed Taylor is one of many Illuminati clones of Zeena, and believe it or not, Lexi actually got the opportunity to interview one of these alleged clones.
So you're a clone of Zeena Schreck, which makes you a twin sister of Taylor Swift.
That's right.
If you don't mind me saying, you don't look anything like Taylor or Zeena.
I wear my hair differently so people can tell us apart.
Right. Can you sing like Taylor?
Of course.
So could you sing for us now?
No. When do I get the weed?
What?
When I was on Joe Rogan, they gave me weed.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your time today.
Can I keep these headphones?
In December 2020, Taylor released the song Willow into the world from the album Evermore. The video depicted a witchcraft scene, and what more do you really need?
Taylor Swift practices witchcraft.
Yeah! She's a witch!
Taylor Swift's witchcraft is the reason America is losing its place in the world.
It's all her fault!
Taylor Swift's witchcraft is the reason I keep getting caught masturbating in public.
What did he say?
What did he say?
I think he said he masturbates in public.
I also can't stop masturbating in public. I mean, nothing.
The fact that Swift and her dancers recreate this witchcraft scene at live performances is constantly referenced in the online circles I hang out in.
Are you watching that Taylor Swift video again?
I have to be sure she's sinning.
Why is the door locked?
Because I'm nothing.
Speaking of the online circles I hang out in April 2023, founder of the Supernatural Life Ministry, Daniel Adam, posted comments about the Swifties, saying,
You know what the sad part is? That this god Satan that they serve and worship and do all these rituals to will be the same god that will torment them for all eternity unless they repent of their sins.
I think Adam is onto something here. Personally, I could not think of a worse version of eternal torture than a hell run by Taylor Swift.
Welcome to hell, y'all. The only rule is everyone makes and gives each other friendship bracelets.
In August 2023, Pastor Vlad Savchuk took to YouTube to pull apart the Willow video and accused Tay-Tay of casting demonic love spells, celebrating witchcraft and believing in karma.
I can see why karma is a terrifying concept for Christians.
I'm terrified I
actually get what I deserve. I'm a shit stain.
Vlad also said,
There are scientific explanations to why people don't remember a Swift concert, but it could be that they've been temporarily possessed. It could also have been that they are temporarily influenced by Satan.
Satan. He tells all his dates they must have been temporarily possessed by me.
In November 2023, christofacist preacher and all-round bigot Hank Kunneman posted a sermon online where he asked his congregation,
What's up with this whole thing now with the Kansas City Chiefs that everybody's celebrating some lady, some girl? If you look at her concerts, man, she does satanic rituals and witchcraft.
Just to be super clear, we all heard
Everybody's celebrating some lady, some girl.
Okay, good. I just want to be sure we're all on the same page. These shit stains on humanity will tell you who they are if you listen.
I'm a shit stain. And I'm scared of vaginas.
Kunneman took the video off the interwebs within 6 hours of posting it. He may have received some constructive feedback.
Shut the fuck up!
It turns out I'm scared of Swiftie vaginas the most.
In January 2024, failed Georgia wannabe politician Candiss Taylor tweeted at Taylor Swift,
I pray that you repent. I pray that something pricks your heart. You have been gifted a huge platform. Didn't just happen. God breathed on this. He can remove his hand and leave you to the witchcraft and your own devices. Let's see how much Lucifer cares about you or your career. I promise he doesn't.
Oh, yes, he does.
Candiss Taylor's Twitter profile reads,
Georgia Governor Candidate 2022, Christian, wife, mother, educator, host of Jesus, Guns and Babies, and co-CEO of the Voice of the People Media.
Co-CEO? Is that like assistant to the regional manager?
Obviously, Candiss received some constructive feedback.
Shut the fuck up!
To which she reasonably responded,
I have a legit Satanist harassing me and screaming, Hail Satan, Hail Taylor Swift, Hail Barack Hussein Obama, Hail Hunter Biden, Hail Hillary Clinton, Hail Jean Carroll. I mean, if I was Taylor Swift, I'd get the heck out. Psycho Club of Leftists.
That tweet wasn't in all caps, was it? It's just she sounds a lot like someone else I know.
Also in January 2024, warning people to not attend the Eras tour, Nashville exorcist Father Dan Reehil claimed,
Even if her intent was not to practice any witchcraft or do any of the incantations, she is probably attracting a lot of demons to her concerts.
I agree entirely. Swift does attract a lot of evil demons. TTs, give us a list of the despicable demons we've uncovered just in this episode.
Joseph Jackson, Daniel Adam, Pastor Vlad Savchuk, Hank Kunneman, Candiss Taylor, Father Dan Reehil and Shane Lynch.
Shane Lynch? Who's Shane Lynch?
He was in Boyzone.
Is that a gay nightclub?
No, it was actually, yes, it's a very gay nightclub. Very gay.
I could tell from the name. Well, in February 2024, born-again Christian and former minor pop star of no note, Shane Lynch expressed his envy of Swift, saying,
You watch one of her shows, and she has 2 or 3 different demonic rituals to do with the pentagrams on the ground, to do with all sorts of stuff on her stage. But to a lot of people, it's just art. And that's how people are seeing it, unfortunately. Can you see a demon in this photo?
No, I'm a grown-up adult.
Unfortunately.
In February 2024, Satan went to the NFL Superbowl and sat in the private suite with his boss, Taylor Swift. Once there, old Nick assumed the form of New York rapper Ice Spice and gave the devil salute to the cameras and all round just looked like a brown person sitting in the private suite. This upset many anonymous white people online.
I'm not reaching to persecute a brown person. You're reaching to persecute a brown person.
One white person not afraid to speak truth to power was Fox News journalist, entertainer, Tomi Lahren, who asked,
Since when did satanic worship become so popular?
I can actually answer that one. It was the exact same time making up and pretending to believe ridiculous conspiracy theories became a central pillar of being right-wing.
Facts are things I I want to be true.
Lahren also went on to say,
I'm usually not one to get wrapped up in celebrity conspiracy theories, but Ice Spice's actions seemed pretty blatant.
Blatant? She blatantly worshipped the devil at a football game. She performed the very common two-horned hand gesture. Easily 8,000 or 9,000 white people did that same hand gesture to the cameras and each other on that day. None of them got picked up by any Fox News journalists. Entertainers.
If you're wondering why Tomi Lahren has reneged on her alleged moral commitment to not
get wrapped up in celebrity conspiracy theories,
please allow me to illuminate your way forward in the narrative with a sampling of statements Tomi Lahren has made in the past. For example,
win on your merit, not your skin color.
Oh, Tomi.
The Black Entertainment Television definition of a humanitarian is someone who perpetuates war on cops.
Yeah, okay, I think we get the picture.
She has also said,
I'm a shit stain.
Whoops, how embarrassing. Boy, is my interface red. I played the wrong clip. Here's the one I was looking for.
Truth is, some of you aren't interested in a real conversation about race.
I wonder what Lahren means by
a real conversation about race.
To quote some
dickhead
from only moments ago.
I can actually answer that one.
Lahren wants to say there are fundamental differences in morals, ethics, and intelligence between the races. But knows she can't say that out loud, so resorts to implying any conversation not covering those long debunked ideas is intellectually dishonest and not in good faith. Meanwhile, steadfastly refusing to admit any conversation about race that does not encompass the socio-economic inequities brought about by systemic racism is actually the fake and fruitless conversation.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
We would have been here for an hour while you stumbled over every 3 or more syllable word like a toddler in a minefield.
Got anything else from this human dog whistle?
The notion that a black suspect can do nothing wrong and is always the victim is BS.
Who has ever said a black suspect can't do any wrong? You bent and broken bitch.
I'm very sorry. We seem to be experiencing some kind of self-editing issue. We expect to resume normal programming any second now.
I think we've heard enough.
Okay, this is the last one. I promise. It's a classic. Sing along if you know the words.
No single race has a monopoly on racism.
Mic drop moment.
You know what? After all that, I think I do have a clearer view of Tomi Lahren, and perhaps a more nuanced understanding of this comment she made about Ice Spice being in the private suite at the Superbowl.
I'm also disappointed Taylor Swift would invite someone like that to share her suite and camera time.
When I say
like that.
They mean brown.
You racist.
She is very racist. Did you pick up on that?
No, not really. Like, she was kind of subtle about it. She was kind of like keeping it to herself. Like, she barely even mentioned it.
In March 2024, failed singer-songwriter and christofacist Sean Foyt added himself to our list of demons, posting this on social media.
When I see the level of, like, people frothing at the mouth over this chick and her concerts, and just the way our culture is, and how she's been propped up, and then I look deeper, I realize, holy crap, like there's straight-up demonic worshipping happening at her concerts.
Just to be super clear, we all heard
people frothing at the mouth over this chick.
Okay, good. I just want to be sure we're all on the same page. These shit stains on humanity will tell you who they are if you just listen.
I'm a shit stain. And I'm scared of vaginas.
Now, Taylor has a sense of humour and cannot help playing into a lot of these conspiracy theories.
Come on, Taylor. You have to post something on social media.
But it's so hard to come up with unique and interesting content every single day. I just wish there was an army of angry shit stains out there producing material for me.
In 2014, user Y'all Are Brutalizing Me posted on Tumblr a photo of Taylor Swift with the caption,
"This is a picture of my friend Becky. She used to be a happy, popular girl till one night she snorted marijuana at a party. She died instantly. Please don't do marijuana. It's the most dangerous drug out there. Please, don't wind up like Becky.
Tumblr user Bitch Pudding replied,
Pretty sure that's Taylor Swift.
Tumblr user Dunder Mifflin weighed in with,
No, it's Becky.
You're too good for this world, Tumblr user Dunder Mifflin.
Days later, Swift posted a photo of herself in a t-shirt which read,
No, it's Becky.
You're too good for this world, Taylor.
In November 2023, Swift posted a video of her live in concert in Buenos Aires, singing the line from the song Labyrinth that goes,
I thought the plane was going down.
At the exact moment she was singing that line, an airliner flew over the venue. Swift captioned the post with,
Never beaten the sorcery allegations.
Oh my god, bestie. Did you hear about the time Taylor Swift cast a spell that crashed a plane in Argentina?
Are you sure that happened?
I don't know. I only read the headline. But probably.
Now, I don't want this to sound like victim blaming.
Cue but followed by victim blaming.
But
called it.
Taylor has always flirted with the conspiracy theorist mindset. Any Swiftie will tell you her lyrics are filled with hidden meaning, and they do seem to be right. Swift is such a clever songwriter that at a glance her songs mostly appear to be drippy teenage love songs. No offence.
Offence taken?
But when you start matching up lyrics with real events in Taylor's life, many of which are not of a romantic nature at all, you start to realise she is not writing drippy teenage love songs.
To be fair, some of them are drippy teenage love songs.
Swift is an artist of great depth and loves symbolism. Every outfit she wears, every social media post she makes is analysed for hidden meanings, and as a critical thinker, you should understand, if you look for hidden meaning, you will always find it.
She parted her hair to the left. She hasn't done that since she broke up with Tom Hiddleston. She must be breaking up with Travis.
Swift has a public fascination with the number 13. She has said,
I was born on the 13th. I turned 13 on Friday the 13th. My first album went gold in 13 weeks. Also, my first song that ever went number one, it had a 13-second intro. I didn't even do that on purpose.
There's an entire wiki dedicated to Taylor Swift's relationship with the number 13.
Oh, come on, guys. It's not that serious.
Swift also likes to draw the number 13 on her hand with a texter before shows. This is the kind of stuff that drives people who have overactive pattern recognition wild.
Have you ever noticed that there are 5 letters in Satan and 5 points on a pentagram? Do you know what that means? The universe is sending a message directly to you. Yes, I mean you. You can hear me. It's you. The universe wants you to drop everything right now, and please give this podcast 5 stars. Don't ignore the signs. Why do you think you have 5 fingers? It's to type out a wonderful review of this podcast. That's why.
What can we take away from Taylor Swift? Christian bigots are terrified of her. They can't wait to demonise and dehumanise her, as is their want.
Burn the witch! Burn the witch! Burn the witch!
In our episode titled Homophobic Demonisation Part 3, LGBT spells Satan,
gratuitous back catalogue plug,
we quoted regular quoter on the podcast, Pastor Kevin Swanson's reaction to Swift's LGBTQ+ allyship.
I think we just tell Taylor Swift that she's a fool, that she doesn't fear God, and sooner or later, God will cut her down.
Hey, next time you tell us about your made-up sky fairy murdering a young woman for her empathy, can you do it without an erection?
I'm scared of vaginas.
Pouring jet fuel on the Christian demonization fire for reasons inexplicable to me, in January 2024, the New York Times ran a piece by Anna Marks speculating Tay-Tay is gay.
Did you go to Boyzone?
According to Marks, Swift has been dropping hints about her sexual orientation in her music. Among other pieces of evidence, Marks provides this commentary on the video for the song Me, released on Lesbian Visibility Day.
It features Ms. Swift dancing at a pride parade, dripping in rainbow paint and turning down a man's marriage proposal in exchange for a pussycat.
And And boy, did Marks receive some constructive feedback. Along with LGBTQ+ issues, Swift has also spoken out on women's rights, abortion, sexual harassment, and gun control.
But we need the guns because our God's not real.
She has donated money to Black Lives Matter.
All lives matter. I'm just asking questions. Am I being detained? It's purely coincidental. My worldview reflects motivated self-interest and narcissism.
Taylor Swift demonstrates a way of being a reasonable, responsible, patriotic American Christian, and they don't like it. And that's why this week, Taylor Swift is my superhero.
That's totally fair. She's my hero too, actually. And boss.
Thank you so much for listening. If you are wondering where all the Travis Kelce, Superbowl, Biden, Harris endorsement stuff is, well, wonder no more, sweet listener. There is a sister episode to this one called Taylor Swift, Liberal Psyop, and you can find it on our Patreon feed.
Visit SatanIsMySuperhero.com
and follow the links to Patreon. In the meantime, here are some highlights from that episode.
Hey, Kid Rock is opening for Ted Nugent. Do you want to go?
Oh, I can't. I'm busy that night because I have to go get my niece's. Gotta go pick up my niece's art project for preschool. So
I didn't tell you what night it was on.
I'm voting for the not rapist. When I'm constipated, I like to watch Newsmax.
I'm a shit stain.